Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello. You twinkle above us. You twinkle below. Oh. Welcome to another episode of Come Ride With Me to Work. It's just come ride with me. But I think it's important for you to know where we're going. I want to talk about Midwest Weird Fest. Whoa, and before you turn it off, this is not a promotional video for my the screening of Give on March 5th at 2 p.m. It's not that. What it is the story of my experience with Midwest Weird Fest. 3 years ago, it was a Sunday, and the family and I were out and about doing some things, I think downtown, and I randomly read a flyer that said, or something, details are a little limited here, Filmmaker Forum, how to make your low budget film panel at, say, 1 o'clock or something like that. And I thought to myself, it seems like that's right up my alley. So I was like, hey, it's Sunday, can I go? And Stacey's like, yeah, we're just hanging out. I was like, okay. And so I went to the Filmmaker Forum, which was comprised of a bunch of filmmakers that were at that year's Midwest Weird Fest. And I was like, what is Midwest Weird Fest? I had never heard of it, even though it was its 4th year. I guess I did not have my finger on the pulse on that. So I did the Filmmaker Forum. It was a delight. Love listening to movie makers talk about making movies. And then I was like, hey, maybe I can catch a show this year. It was Sunday, so it was the last day of the fest. And I called up my friend, and we went to a screening. I think the last screening that night. And it was I had met the filmmakers earlier in the day at the panel, and then got to go see their movie, and it was interesting. I don't know, it's hard to explain the movies that I've seen. I'm gonna try. They're kind of low budget, they're not perfect, but they're pretty well crafted in some parts, and interesting, thought-provoking movies. There you go. I did it. And so saw that movie, really liked it. We went to that after party that year, and that was a lot of fun. Talked with people, met some more people, and I was like hooked on Midwest Weird Fest. So last year with COVID, we could have submitted Give last year, but I held off for those reasons. I didn't know if it was going to be a big thing, if people would show up, so I held off. But I did still go to the festival. I'm losing steam. I don't know if you can tell that. Alright, here we go. And I'm also trying not to get into an accident. So tried to get a bunch of people to go and nobody would go with me. So the first night I went early-ish, was able to go in and catch the last part of the previous feature and then stay for some shorts. And I saw this short movie last year that still haunts my dreams. I think it was a filmmaker from Korea. I don't know. It was interesting. I liked it. It inspired me. It was cool. I don't want to. I don't know. I can't explain it. That's the tough part. It was about a monster who lived in the closet, but it was more complicated than that. Because whatever. So I went to that, saw the movie, really liked it. Next night, tried to get people to come. I can't remember. Yeah, it must have been Saturday and Sunday night. And I'd been I'd been up the night before at the screening, and then got up and did family stuff all day. So I was tired. So I went back, forced myself to go because Midwest Weird Fest only happens once. I'm only able to catch a couple shows, and I watched some of the movie, and I ended up falling asleep in the theater, but because I was overly tired. But it was just, it's kind of hard to explain, but especially those nighttime showings. Gibbs going to show during the day, so I don't even know what that feels like because I've only been at night. But like the lights on they have Christmas lights downtown, and they're all lit up, and the theater's lit up, and there's not that many people mulling around. And last year it was snowing, and it's a cool low budget, not low budget. It's a cool little theater in downtown. It's like a dream of a community theater. Not a community theater, a community movie theater. There we go. I got there. I got there, guys and gals. So that's my story. This year, I can tell you about what I was planning on doing and what is happening. My plan was to make it a thing this year of getting some friends to come up, spend the weekend, hang out. We go to a bunch of movies. It's hard to do that nowadays, especially with the fam. It's hard to watch 6 movies in a weekend. But I was still planning on doing a couple and seeing if somebody would come up and watch. On the last kind of, I would say like the last push for submissions, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw in Give and see if they'll accept it. Why not? It'd be cool. I'm already going. It'd be a good reason to get some people to come up and hang out and see the movie, but just kind of see old friends, family. And as you know from these videos, I was not thinking that was happening. And then I got the call. So